and welcome to my channel and welcome back to another long form video. I'm really looking forward to the time when I can film multiple of these every week again, but for now I'm just happy to be able to do one. So over the past couple of weeks, months even, I've been uploading a lot of indie content. I've been buying some small things here and there as well, but I haven't had a chance to feature them in a long form video yet. So I've collected everything that I don't think I've shared yet. There are some really interesting single shadows in here, some interesting Danessa Myricks made by Mitchell, because these are actually in fact indie brands. So we're just going to put all those things on my face. Subscribe if you like this kind of video. I do indie makeup, luxury makeup, drugstore makeup, any kind of makeup. Just anything that seems fun and pretty to me, I like to put on my face and test out for you guys. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing. And now let's get right into this video. So recently I've been showing you my indie single shadows palette a lot. It's been growing over the past year for sure. And I know lots of people actually have drawers full of these shadows, but I'm really proud of the ones that I do have. And there are actually a couple in here, like this one, that I don't think I've even used yet. So these are all my Cleonas, these are my Lethals, and here are my Terra Moons. So I thought we'd do a look around those, but since there aren't any mattes, I, by the way, don't have any problem not using mattes, but I do have some other palettes that we can use for that. So I don't think I've used the Creeps and Crawls palette from Glamlight on camera yet. I've had this for a little while, quite a long while actually, and I have used it, but we can use it again today and use the mattes mainly. So I've already primed my eyes using the Glamlight eyeshadow base. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into the lightest purple shade. Honestly, I've been really liking lighter looks lately. So I actually think this is the only shade I'm going to pick from this palette. But this is a really nice purple shade. And you know what? I'm also going to put this on the outside of the lower lash line. You know, this is actually truly a very nice purple. If you build it up a little bit, it almost has a deeper neon type of quality. And I did use this palette once to make a really dramatic, very deep look using some of these very deep mattes, and it was beautiful too, but it's just, maybe it's because of the fact that it's spring, but it's not really what I'm into recently. This is actually already quite dramatic. Well, that's to say, I do like my shimmers to be dramatic, I just don't use dramatic mattes anymore. Yes, that's all I'm going to do with this purple. It truly is a beautiful shade. Now I want to show you a really fun one, because at some point over the last couple of months, I picked up the Don't Forget to Smile palette from Drizzle. And even though I loved using this as an all-in-one palette, it is an all shimmer palette. So today we're going to pair it with this. And it's not even going to be the star of the show because I do have my single shadows, but this is actually a beautiful companion palette also for inner corner shades, lower lash line shades, you know, stuff that doesn't need to take center stage but still needs to be suitable. So there are lots of really light, beautiful shades in here. And for today we're going to use this one, which is a really pale pink, a very icy, it's almost a silver, but I do believe there's some pink in here, and it's going to be a beautiful inner corner shade for this look. It's called Run a Smile. You see, when I put it there, it really does look like a very icy pink. That's really pretty. You know what? I'm also going to put just a little bit of this underneath my brow. I like that. And now for some shimmers on the lid and like this little piece on the lower lash line. I've been loving these really flaky shades from Terra Moons. So the ones that I have are Pistol Star, I think this is Musafi, let's see, Milky Way, Proxima, Ares. I love those. I love those as one and dones as well. They're beautiful, but I love the softer, more duochrome shades as well. So For today, I really want to use Halley's Comment, which is this one. This is also from their, well, it's not their newest collection anymore because they did come out with something newer quite recently. I think this was their spring collection. So I'm just going to take some of that. I don't think I've even swatched this. Look at that. It's a lot more thinner than those really flaky shades, but it's truly quite beautiful. I'd say it's more of a duochrome, and it is a lot more affordable than those really, really flaky, very multichromatic shades. But it's beautiful. There's actually a shade in the Glamlight X Michaela Part 2 palette that I really love that's quite similar. So I'm just going to fill up the edges. Okay, that's really nice. And then for a little pop on the lower lash line, we're also going to need something fun. This one. Ooh, this one is called Calypso. I think that would match. So I'm taking this with the same little brush that I used for my inner corner. And I think this is going to be a formula that's quite similar to Halley's Comet. Maybe it's a little bit darker than I was expecting. It is really pretty. You know what? I'm going to take this more all over the full lower lash line, and then I'm going to put something lighter right there. Let me just quickly go back with my Sugar Drizzle palette. I'm going to take Smile Every Day, which is this pale blue. I'm just going to layer this on top of that very inner part of that lower lash line. I like that better. Yes, so we have a very, very nice shiny look. I really love all these blues and purples and pinks together. So obviously I could do 10 more or 20 more videos like this using all of these shades. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll feature a new single shadow every couple of days. You know what? Summer vacation is almost here. Things are opening up for me. And now I know we're already sufficiently shiny, but I actually do have another product that I really want to share. So I've shown these in a short as well. These are the Chrome Flakes by Danessa Myricks. And I have the shades Sweet Tooth and Strobe Light. This one is Sweet Tooth and this one is Strobe Light. They're multichromatic flakes suspended in a gel, and they truly are flaky. So yesterday I put them on top of an eyeliner and it looked really nice. So today I want to tap a little bit on top of a full eyeshadow look. And the shade I'm going to use for this is Sweet Tooth. So this is what it looks like. It's really nice and sparkly. It's difficult to get an opaque layer with these, but I don't think that's their intention. What is their intention, I believe, is exactly what I'm doing right now. So just tapping a little bit, making the look even more extra galactic. That's really cool. Maybe I should have kept it a little bit lower, but I do really like this effect. And then to start finishing up the eyes, I actually also bought Infinite Chrome Micro Pencil from Danessa Myricks. I bought the shade Jade, and this is supposed to be a green to purple flip. So it'll be fun, I think, to try it with this look. So it's this really skinny, sort of multi-chrome pencil with a really fine tip. So, oh wait, maybe I should swatch it first. So as you can see, it looks green for you. It looks purple/blue to me. Well, that's interesting. Can you even see something? The idea was that it would give a nice pop, but maybe I have too much eyeshadow on for it to pop. Maybe it's a little bit too metallic. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind about that one yet. But I do really love all these other products. So let me add some eyeliner, mascara, maybe a couple of lashes, my base makeup, and then we'll try some cheek products and a lip gloss. So I'm back. It got a little bit more dramatic than my intention was. actually. So I did a giant wing, and well, I don't hate it, but it's a little much. I did add a couple of lashes. I don't think my application is very nice. You know, I really didn't get to do a lot of makeup this week, so I guess I overcompensated. So what I do want to show you is this blush palette from Danessa Myricks. I've been using, well, I haven't used the deepest shade yet, but these 3 shades I can use very well. And what I love about this is that you can, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, but if you're going to do a lighter makeup look, this shade can actually double as a bronzer and blush, and it looks really pretty all over, well, all around the face and also on the apples of the cheek. So that's really nice. Also looks really nice on the nose. So I think I'm just going to demonstrate it right now, and if I feel like I need a little bit more powder bronzer on top of that, then I'll do that. So I just use my regular blush brush, and I'm going into this shade. This is a really nice palette. I know she also has a little bit more peachy one, peachy pinky. That could also be nice. Oh, by the way, the foundation that I'm wearing is this one, the Terracotta Le Teint. In case you're interested in that one, I do have a full review up. So what I love about these blushes is that I feel like they always match, because they're a little bit more brown toned. See, that actually works really nicely. I do like it a little bit more with a warm toned look, that I'll admit. But I still think it works. Yeah, I think that's a nice bronzer blush 2-in-1. I will admit that I don't love the color as much with a cool toned look. So maybe my statement that it matches everything is not quite right, but I don't hate it either. I do have another product by Danessa Myricks that might change this situation. So I wanted to try her Dew Wet Balm, and I honestly didn't get a chance to yet. I think this is more of a balmy highlight, but it's in this beautiful red shade. Or more of a coral shade. Look at that shine. So I'm not really sure if it'll match this look, but let's just go for it. I want to use it sort of as a blush highlight hybrid. So I'm just putting in my brush again. Oh yeah, this is definitely more of a blush. But it's really nice. You know, I have so many pinky toned blushes that I just really wanted to put some brown and coral and stuff like that in my arsenal. That looks really nice. The shade is Sweet Water, by the way. Yeah, so these are really nice. They're not too pigmented, and I imagine they're more of a highlight on some people, but to me, who is very fair, this is definitely a blush. And then to finish up the cheek product realm, I also have a liquid highlighter. This is more in a pinky shade. The shade is called Electric Love. I'm not really sure about the shade range. It depends on how this is going to work for me. So I know Mariam Maquillage really loves this one, and I think it can work on many skin tones, but let's find out. Oh yeah, it's not very brightening, but it'll work. Actually, this is also more of a very glowy blush on me. I'm even going to use the same brush to blend it out. Honestly, I have so much dew on my face right now, I don't even really see this highlight anymore. I do love the whole cheek look, if that tells you anything. I am going to add a little bit of this Charlotte Tilbury powder from her palette. Because I feel a tiny bit shiny and sweaty. You know, not too much, but just a little bit. I actually like this cheek look. What I've been really into are the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette, this little highlight from Sugar Drizzle. Maybe I'll add a little bit of this on top. You know, this is a very different type of highlight. Very glowy, very balmy, you know, this whole cheek thing. But I really like a very sparkly, colorful highlight actually. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this on top. This is a multi-chrome highlighter. This is called the Darling Nikki highlight. I imagine it's going to grip on tightly on top of that liquid highlight, but look how that blends in. It's beautiful. I'm going to just keep it at that, but I couldn't help myself, and this is also an indie brand, so. Then to finish it up, I actually have one of Made by Mitchell's new lip glosses. Well, it's not really new anymore, but I don't even think I've shown this in a short yet. So I got the shade Milkshake for Me because I really love a pink gloss. So I pulled out my pink lip liner from Makeup Revolution, the Miami Lights one. I'm so excited about this one. It appears to be a really pigmented, milky formula. Alright, this is giving Barbie. It's actually a little bit more pigmented and white based than I thought it was going to be. It feels very thick. I'm not sure if this is my favorite lip gloss formula. I actually like a more semi-sheer, really sparkly kind of lip gloss. And I'm just not sure about this shade. But I tried to sheer it out a little bit. Maybe it's also a little bit much with the rest of the makeup. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. With my very glowy cheeks, my very, very sparkly eyeshadow, and my very, very Barbie lips. Well, this is what you get when you throw all your newest makeup together. You just don't know if it'll all go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be prepared for a lot more indie content because I'm really into indie makeup at the moment. Subscribe if you liked the video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.